Nowhere to go but up. That's what one NBA expert forecasts for the Oklahoma City Thunder's inaugural season. From the Dodge Sports Desk, I'm Mike Sherman, and this is the NBA with Mike Baldwin. Mike, ESPN.com's Mark Stein, their NBA expert, released his second Power Poll. It's second preseason Power Poll, and he projects the Oklahoma City Thunder to be 30th. That's down from 28th. They fell without even playing a game, which, of course, neither did anybody else. But Stein has them ranked 30 out of 30. And that's even projecting an 8-win improvement. He thinks they're going to go from 20 wins to 28 wins. Now, I know the general manager, Sam Presti's not into quick fixes, but this is a slow fix. What's behind that projection?
Well, a lot of people just realize that they had so far to go in so many areas last year that I don't think they see major improvement. But us that are a little bit closer to the team, we think the off-season additions. You got Joe Smith, you got Desmond Mason, then you got the rookies, you got Russell Westbrook and DJ White. You add that with what they had last year, because they really didn't lose anybody else that was a key part. I mean, the Ridners of the world, you lose them, but they're not as big a factor. We all think 30-plus is more realistic, but around the country, ESPN.com polled all 25 of their NBA writers. They all projected a tie for last with Memphis with 23 wins, even less than Stein had. So the projections around the country aren't really good for the Thunder, and we'll find out, but I think they're going to be a lot better than the experts think.
What's the thing that you think they might not be taking quite into account? Sounds like the veteran acquisitions of Desmond Mason and Joe Smith may be something they're not really weighing that much.
Well, it's funny, though. ESPN's the one that weighed in and said that was a great trade, and they snookered everybody, and they got rid of some cap space and added 2 veterans, and then when they come out with their predictions, they're just opting, it helps them this much. And so I don't know, but I think they're going to have a deeper roster, and a deeper roster usually helps you in the fourth quarter and in the second half of the season.
Maybe they like the cap space clearing more than they like the actual acquisitions. Maybe that's what they were talking about. Now, Mike, for our preseason preview, you've been doing some research into the statistical categories that really separate the good from the bad in the NBA. What's the early returns?
Well, the number one thing without question, it's basketball at any level, is turnover margin. They were dead last, 30th last year, 2.8 a game. That doesn't sound like a lot. You figure that times 82 games, they had almost 250 to 300 more turnovers than their opponents. You're just giving away possessions. It's like a turnover in football. You're giving away a chance to score while the other team's getting a chance to score. You multiply that like that. All the NBA playoff teams, as a rule, they're pretty good in that category. They were dead last in that category. So maybe that's where Westbrook can help you out a little bit. Earl Watson didn't have much help out on the perimeter last year. So hopefully that's the category they improve, and their win-loss record will improve because of it.
Okay, Mike, another topic. In one of the bigger preseason storylines for this season and probably next, LeBron James has made his latest I Love Cleveland speech. That happened today or yesterday, and basically he's saying, I've never given anybody any indication that I didn't like or love playing here in Cleveland. Mike, Cavaliers fans have spent a lot of time trying to decode LeBron's actions, including when he wore the Yankees hat to the Yankees-Indians playoff game last year. This year, early in the NFL season, he's schmoozing with Jerry Jones on the sidelines or at a Browns-Cowboys game in Cleveland. You know, what's really going on here?
Well, you're never going to know until it comes time to sign the check or re-sign or become a free agent. The rumors always are he's going to end up in Brooklyn with the Knicks. He's going to save the franchise that's been down in recent years, go back to the big market, make the big bucks on all that. And we're never going to know. Every year it's football, baseball, basketball. It's this free agent's going to come out. What's he going to do? Well, LeBron's the face of basketball in America, so he gets a little more attention. And he's got to say the right things. You can't expect him to say, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm going to try to lead the Cavs to a title this year, but I'm going to leave him here soon and find a new, girlfriend / wife, whatever. He can't do that. So he's saying the right things, but it will be interesting when he's a free agent to see where he ends up.
Boy, that's not a great place for a fan base to be, to sit around and think, is he going to leave us? Is he going to leave? It's like the guy who's dating the girl who's just slightly, maybe 2 or 3 steps above his plane, where he should be, and he's constantly worried. Is she looking at that good-looking guy? I mean, Cleveland sports fans are going to ride the roller coaster, it sounds like, for 2 more years.
They probably will, but that's where you got to enjoy him while you got him. And hopefully you sign him and he's there for 8 or 10 more years. If not, enjoy him the year or 2 he's there. Maybe he'll lead you to the finals again. Maybe outside chance leads you to the finals. But there's nothing you can do about it. It's like anything else in life. Enjoy him while he's there, and then you can worry about that when it comes up.
Best way to keep him is probably put a big old ring on his finger and an NBA championship trophy in his den, right?
And he's going to get a lot of money no matter where he goes. So I'm not too worried about LeBron.
Mike, let's finish with fashion. Yesterday, the Thunder unveiled its new uniforms. They're not the only team in the NBA to get new unis. But what did you think about the Thunder uniform overall? You saw them. We've seen the logo. We're talking about all this. What's your take on them?
Well, it's about what we were told they were going to be a couple of weeks ago. The sky blue dark of our state flag on the road with Oklahoma City in white bold letters, the home with Thunder. And then they have the little trim on the neck, which sets it apart a little bit with a little yellow, a little orange, a little navy blue, or as Jeff Green's told us yesterday, Hoya blue.
Everybody's looking for their own favorite colors in those.
But I think for the most part, like PJ summed it up best, you can get too complicated. Like those old Houston Astro uniforms from years ago that were just atrocious. They thought were good at the time. If you get too busy, I don't think they're that good. I think they are pretty simple, and that's what Clay Bennett said he wanted, was something with NBA history, tradition, but simple. I think they'll grow on people. On a 1 to 10, I'd give it about an 8.
I'm going to 8? I'm going to say this. I think simple, they got that. Simple. I've heard plain. I'm trending more towards plain, and actually, after looking at the uniforms, I like the logo a lot better now. I mean,
wow.
I think,
so 1 to 10, what do you give the unis?
Oh, it's more towards a 5 or a 6.
Wow.
Yeah, not
thumbs down from Mike.
Well, okay. I'm just telling you, that logo's looking better. I actually thought maybe that OKC would show up more prominently on the road unis. In fact, I like the road unis a little bit better too. Nice blue.
By the way, we said the logo wouldn't be on the uniforms and you wouldn't see them on the ESPN highlights. They are on the shorts. You'll have to look really close, but they are on both home and road on the shorts on the sides.
Really close. Hey, thanks, Mike. To follow all the latest news about the Thunder's inaugural season in the NBA here in Oklahoma City, stay with the best coverage team around on newsok.com, newsok.tv, and in the New Look Oklahoman. Also on Oklahoma City's new NBA fan website, thundermadness.com.